Should be working. And I'll get this book. Okay. 1 second. What the hell? I had the book. Where did it go? One minute. Oh. Here it is. Yeah, I found the book, by the way. So it should be okay. And let's go over where we left off. At the back, right? I forgot where we were. Let me see here. Maybe we're on page 651. Yeah, we talked about, I think we're on page 651. Let's see here. The rows. Let's see here. Determining word meaning. Sometimes you can figure out the meaning of a new or difficult word by using the words around its clues. So I think we were on the 651. It says sand that sits on top of clay. Do you know what those words are? Like sand? Yeah, do you see where I am, by the way? Do you see? You don't see, huh? Hey, okay. 1 second here. 651, okay? Do you see it? No, sand, okay. You know what sand is? Good. Okay, so sand is something you find on the beach, right? It says sand that sits on top of clay. So what is clay? How you call it? You know what clay is? Can you explain it to me? What is clay? Take what do you, okay, what two things do you take to put it together? But it's usually like, for me, I know that clay can become, it's like when you have lots of dirt together with not a lot of water and it's all together and mashed up. So it says sand that sits on top of clay in streams is called quicksand. This too. But kids play with clay. Sand that sits on top of clay in streams is called quicksand. Do you know where you're going to find quicksand? Quicksand is something you find usually in a jungle. It's very dangerous. You could walk in it and then fall in it and then die. You know what I mean? The quicksand is saturated with water because the water cannot drain through the clay. Again, the quicksand is saturated with water because the water cannot drain through the day. So basically, what does saturated mean? Does that mean colored? B, reached? C, dried? Or D, soaked? What do you think? Dried? It's not dried. It says the quicksand is saturated with water. It means soaked. Meaning like very, 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 very wet. So let's say like if you're in the beach and you go into the sea and then you come out, you could be soaked with water. If it rains and you're outside, you could be soaked with water, you know, like soaking wet, okay? Cool. You want to try the next one? It's a pattern of ridges. So on the tip of each finger is a pattern of ridges. Let's look at your fingers. Do you see on the tip of each finger a pattern of ridges? The pattern is called a fingerprint. You see, when you look really closely at your finger, you can see a pattern. Very special to you, I think, no? Okay. Each finger has a distinct fingerprint. Now we're going to discuss the words distinct. What do you think it means distinct already? What do you think? Says here, distinct, one of a kind, silver, smooth, or funny. It's one of a kind. Distinct fingerprint. No two people in the world have the same fingerprints. A person's fingerprints always remain the same. So even if you scrape your finger, you'll probably still have the same print. It's crazy. One second. All right, let's go to the next word. Or let's read it. Secrecy. Comes from the word secret. The rose. Rose is it's a flower. It's red and it's beautiful, and you usually give it to a nice lady one day when you get married. Or before you get married. The rose has been a sign of secrecy. Well, we'll find out when we read more. It says hundreds of years ago, people wore roses behind their ears. Interesting. It meant, yeah. So it meant that the people wearing the roses had heard something but would not tell what they had heard. Interesting, I didn't know that. In this paragraph, the word secrecy means riddles, silence, talking, or sharing. Sign of silence, I think. Because it says you get a clue about what secrecy means by reading the last sentence in the paragraph. It meant that the people wearing the roses had heard something but would not tell what they had heard. So if you're not going to tell someone what you had just heard, you're not going to you're going to be quiet. You're going to be silent about it. That's cool. I like this kind of stuff, you know? Is there a secret that you have that you're not going to share with anybody? Do you have a secret? What's your secret? You don't have a secret? I don't think I have a secret either. But if we talk about secrets, do you know any secrets of the world? Well, they say you have like the Bermuda Triangle. This is a secret. A world secret. This is getting stuck right now. My headphones. So so it says you get a clue about what's okay. We already did that. Okay, the next word. A cavern is a hole in the surface of the earth made by the forces of nature. People like to explore and hide things in these dark rooms and tunnels under the earth. What is another word for cavern? You get a clue. Yeah, it says you get a clue about what cavern means by reading the entire paragraph. A cavern is a hole in the surface of the earth made by the forces of nature. So I think it's a cave. You know what a cave is? Have you been in a cave before? What did you do in the cave? You explored, and what did you find there? Just bats? Did you find Batman too? What did he say to you? It's okay, it probably wasn't important enough. Do you want to continue a little bit more with this? 652? Alright, it says skill 1, determining word meanings. Specialized or technical words are words used in subjects such as science. You know what science means? Yep, exactly. In social studies? It's like when you study about society. Okay? You can use all the information in the text to help figure out the meaning of these words. So, let's go. You want me to read it to you, or you feel like reading? Food on the frontier was simple. People ate many things made from flour. Flour was nourishing, that's the word we're looking for, nourishing, and did not spoil, which means like did not go bad. But floods made from flour gave people energy to work hard. Foods made from flour gave people energy to work hard. In this paragraph, the word nourishing means white, B, healthful, C, difficult, or D, expensive. What do you think nourishing means? Healthful. Okay. Can you give me an example of something that's nourishing, healthful? Can you give me an example of something that's nourishing and healthful? When we talk about food, what food to you is nourishing and healthful? Do you think bread is nourishing and healthful? No, it's not. So, what do you think is nourishing and healthful? Salad. What does salad got inside? What kind of salad do you like? Which vegetables? Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Cucumbers. Mm-hmm. Bell peppers. They're like red or yellow. I like the yellow ones better. Orange. Ah, Swedish orange. Is this what it is? Ah, it's sweeter. Sweeter. What about onions and parsley? It's green. It's a plant. You cut it up. You like hummus? Hummus? So you like, okay, typical Mediterranean salad. Nice. So this is, what word did we learn? Can you tell me? What word did we just learn? The salad is what? Nourishing. The salad is what? Or another word? Healthful. Not difficult. Maybe difficult to make. Now, let's go to the next one. I'll read it to you. How do pilots avoid collisions? And the word we're looking for is collisions with other planes in the air. So collision already, do you know what it means? Collisions. Collisions. Crashes. Yeah, with other planes in the air. The sky is mapped into highways, just like the land is. Signals are sent up from control towers to mark these skyways. It's a pilot's job to listen to the signals. So let's use the word collisions in a sentence. Can you give me a sentence with collisions? Mm-hmm. Cars. So is that a question or is it a sentence? So say it again. How do cars avoid collisions? I don't know. You want to tell me how they avoid collisions? Huh? We have rules. We have laws. Mm-hmm. And these laws and these rules, what do they do? Maybe help us, per, or they per. Uh-huh. Oh, Yeah, there are signs that tell us how fast we can drive. You're right. Yep. So we must follow the rules, huh? What happens if you don't follow the rules? You get a what? You get a fine. You get a ticket. How much money does it cost if you get a ticket? Can be a lot. Hopefully you won't get any tickets. You're gonna be great, okay? No tickets for you. So what words have we learned so far? Collisions. Before that was like salads. They're really what? Salads are nourishing and healthful. And before that, we learned a cavern. And a cavern is like a cave. And then before that, we learned about the fingerprints. That they're very what? Distinct. And then before that, we learned the word saturated, which is soaked. They're good words to know. You know, I think we should continue a little bit more. You want to read the next one for me? Venus flytrap. I don't know. Is a plant? Oh. Oh, I know this. That consumes. And eats them. Consumes. That's crazy. Yep. This plant will gladly accept bits of cheese. Like it's happily. Like this plant will happily accept bits of cheese. That means you could feed this plant cheese and they're gonna like it. So 3, it says, in this paragraph, what does the word consumes means? Do you know what consume means? Eats. So another way to say the word eat is consume. It's important. So it says consumes is a technical word. You get a clue about what it means from the sentence after the word. Test tip. Using information in the text is to figure out a word meaning is called using text clues. Do not worry if a word is not familiar. In this question type, test writers do not expect you to know the word. They want you to use clues in the sentence or surrounding sentences to find the meaning. Sometimes a nearby word will have a similar meaning. Okay, that was good. Do you want to do a little bit of like grammar now or something, or speaking? Yeah, want me to ask you some questions? Cool. So that was good. We did that, but remember, we finished on 652, so next time we should do 653. You want me to give you a little bit of homework too? Or you're very busy with other things? Okay, you're busy. Okay. You got Hanukkah, you know. So let's start. I'll ask you some basic questions. Let's do it like this. This will be kind of fun. Let's see here. this works. So, okay. The first question I'll ask you is, how many rooms do you have? How big is your home? This is a question about room size. If you want, I can share screens with you. Yeah. This is about location, but I want to ask you about numbers of rooms in your home. Basic questions. The numbers of rooms and the size of the room. So how many rooms do you have and how big is your home? Yeah, including everything. This includes your bedroom. This includes your bathrooms. This includes your kitchen. This includes your stuff like that. Living room, dining room. But full sentence, what is the 2 bathrooms? You know, you're gonna say, I have 2 bathrooms. That's it, only 2 bathrooms? Three bedrooms. So you got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms? Mm-hmm. Balcony. You got 1 balcony or 2 balconies? Got 1 balcony. And 1 is a what? It's a service balcony. Okay. That makes sense. Yep. One dining room. How big is your home altogether? How big is your home? You can say, it's pretty big. We have 5 rooms altogether. It's a 5-room apartment. You can say. We have a big home, a small home. What do you think? You think your home is big? Yeah. Nice. Now, let's talk about style of furniture. Style of furniture. What style? 1 second here. That didn't go well. Can you read this out to me? Furniture. Chairs, tables, couches. What's the style of the furniture? Do you have a lot of style of furniture, different kinds of furniture? You can say it's modern, so old-fashioned. It's not a big deal, you know? So the next question is, what accommodation can you stay in when you go on holiday? What accommodation? Vacation. You know, when you don't have school, when you don't have work, which kind of accommodation can you stay in? You stay at a hotel. You see all these? Yeah. Hotels. B&Bs, which is bed and breakfast. Tents, or a camper, like, or a house. So when you go, what accommodation do you stay in when you go on holiday usually? You stay at a hotel? And why do you guys stay at these places, a hotel or rented house? It's okay. And how can you find them? How can you find? Let's talk about how can you find a private flat? Huh? On the internet. Or maybe not the internet. You can also find it on an app. Now let's see here. Let's see if there's anything interesting. That's a little bit too tough. No. Yeah, so basically, I asked you most of those questions. Want to do another topic? Let's see here. Another topic. Let's look together. Did you have any donuts today? Sufganyots? How many did you eat this week? Yeah. Wow. I'm starting to get tired. Wow. This is talking about smartphones. What do you like about Apple products? Yeah. Do you have an Apple product? So what do you like about them? Oh. For real? No way. What do you do if you have a problem with your phone? You go fix it. Where do you go fix it? Where do you go? So probably like an electronics store, no? What do we say? Let's say you usually go to the shop and then you're gonna complain to them. Be like, yo, listen, my phone's got problems. You need to fix it. I bought it from your store, da 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 da. What do you say when you want to be polite to someone? Mino mas. Excuse me. I have a problem with my phone. Yep.